Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me today. It is Friday and I'm going to be doing another Get Ready With Me style video. Now most Fridays my husband and I like to go out on a lunch date, and that is what we are getting ready for today. So this is the makeup look that I came up with. Nothing too fancy, pretty simple, basic stuff using some of my favorite products and a couple of slightly new things that I was trying out. Today's video is going to be in voiceover format. Let me know what you guys think about this. It was kind of out of necessity. My daughter was playing next to me the whole time and making a whole lot of noise. But again, thank you guys for joining me today. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Now let's get started. So I am starting out with a clean and moisturized face, and then I'm going to go in with my MAC Strobe Cream. This is a newer product to me. I haven't quite figured out how I like to use this yet, but I wanted to try it underneath my foundation just to see if it would kind of give my skin a little bit more of a glow. Then I'm going to take my Milani Conceal and Perfect foundation, and I'm mixing the colors 01 and 03. I quickly realized that I am much too fair for these two shades mixed together, and this foundation is a little bit yellow on me, a little bit too yellow on me. So I'm taking my Wet n Wild Photofocus foundation in the color Ivory, and I'm just adding that on top of it to try and make that shade work a little bit better for me. I really love doing this pretty consistently with my foundations because I find that, especially with my drugstore foundations, they almost never match me perfectly. So I think that having a lighter foundation on hand to mix in with your colors that are a little too dark for you or don't quite work really helps to kind of make your drugstore foundations work a little bit better for your skin tone. And I'm applying this with my L'Oreal sponge, which I really have been loving this sponge. This is kind of a new one to me as well, but it's really, really good one from the drugstore. Next I'm going to take my Maybelline Master Concealer, and I'm just applying that kind of right directly underneath my eyes. I like to kind of take that just right in the inner corners and then kind of go a little bit lower when I go underneath my eyes because I have some fine lines that are up closer to my eyes that I try to avoid putting concealer on. And I'm also taking it on the sides of my nose and down around the sides of my mouth because that's where I usually have either some spots or some scarring, redness that I get under my nose pretty much constantly, especially in the winter time. And I'm just blending that in with that same dampened Beauty Blender sponge, L'Oreal sponge. I guess it's not a beauty blender. I'm going to take my Wet n Wild Color Icon. This is called a bronzer, but it totally is a powder. Obviously, it's skin tone color. I really love this powder. It's in the color Reserve Your Cabana. Super affordable. I think it's only a few dollars from the drugstore. Then I'm taking my number 7 bronzer. This one is in the color Caramel? Do you say caramel or caramel? I still am not sure what I prefer to say. But I love this bronzer. This is a great one from the drugstore. I will say I think if I had to choose, I probably would still take my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer over this one. I think I like it just a little bit better, but this is definitely a close second, especially if you don't like the scent of the Physicians Formula Bronzer. I think you might like this one a little bit better. It's definitely not scented, but it has that same kind of slightly satiny finish that I really love about the Physicians Formula Bronzer. Next I'm going to go in with this kind of hidden gem. This is the Jordana Powder Blush in the color Rose Silk. This one, again, I don't hear anybody ever mentioning these blushes. They're kind of hard to find. I think Jordana is one of those brands that's not super accessible. So this is, again, the color Rose Silk, which is so beautiful. It's a perfect kind of soft, luminous pink color. Then I'm going to take my Wet n Wild Photofocus eyeshadow primer. This is kind of my go-to primer lately. It's pretty much the only thing that I use because it works really, really well for my hooded lids. And I'm just applying that all over my lids to kind of help my eyeshadow not crease. And then I'm just setting that with a translucent powder. I'm going to take my Maybelline Total Temptation brow pencil in the color Blonde. I love this brow pencil and I hate this spoolie. I'm sorry, I do not like the tiny spoolie. It just is really, really hard to work with. I think a good spoolie in a brow pencil is really, really important. So I've found that when I use this, most of the time when I've been using this lately, I usually have to have a totally separate spoolie that actually works better because this thing is just way too tiny. It's really hard to comb my eyebrows, and I don't even have very big eyebrows. They're very kind of small and not very bushy, so if the small spoolie doesn't work for me and you have bigger eyebrows, I think this probably will not work for you very well either. I don't know. If you guys have used this, let me know what your thoughts are, because I definitely did not like the design of this spoolie. Then I'm taking the Essence Make Me Brow. This is just kind of a fibrous brow product. I really like this stuff, but I will say that it's very difficult to kind of work with. I think it's very gloopy, so you have to be very careful about how much product you have on the little spoolie as you're taking it out. You can see I'm having some issues with smudging and kind of glops of product getting where I don't want it to be, but that said, it does a really good job of holding your brows in place and making them look a little bit feathery. Now I'm going to go in with my Gellar Glam on the Go palette. I got this over Christmas time. I think I found it at Marshall's, perhaps. I'm not sure. I think I found it at Marshall's. But I'm taking that middle shade. That's in the color Sable. And I'd never really used Gellar products other than I do have a blush from her that I absolutely love. It's one of my very favorites. So that's why I picked this up, because I've been curious about the rest of her brand for quite a while. And I thought this would be an opportunity to kind of try some of her other products. I will say this first shade, clearly the first brush that I went in did not work, and I had a really hard time getting this shade to build up on my lid. It's kind of just a neutral gray tone brown, but it was very kind of lacking in pigmentation. I had a really hard time building it up and getting real color out of it. But after applying that, I found that my finger worked the best for getting that on my lid, and then I took my fluffy blending brush and kind of just blended that through my crease as well. I'm taking the darkest color in this palette. It's called Chocolate, and with my MAC 217 brush, I'm just blending that into my outer corner. This color, on the other hand, I thought did a really great job. It had a really nice depth to it, but it was also very soft and very easy to blend. So I definitely did like that color a lot better than the middle shade. I also love this color. This is the color Opal, and I just applied this with my finger to my inner corner. It's kind of a pinky toned shimmer, which are probably my favorite shades to use on my lid. And I'm taking my trusty Wet n Wild brown eyeliner pencil. I love this thing. I can't talk about it enough, but I absolutely love this. And I'm just applying that just lightly against my lash line. Not being too precise, I just kind of like to get that nice and deep, and then I'll even use my fingers to kind of smudge it out and just make it look nice and seamless and blended. And I know this looks pretty gross, but I always apply my brown liner on my waterline as well at the top. Then I'm taking that same dark brown shade, and just on a small liner brush, I'm just adding that on top of that liner just to deepen things up a little bit. I think this also helps that liner last a little bit better and keeps it from wearing off so much during the day, because that liner is not a waterproof liner. It's just a very standard chocolate colored liner, but I really do love it because it is the perfect texture. Now I'm just going to take what's left on my brush and just dragging that below my lash line just to kind of blend it in a little bit. And now I'm taking the highlight shade from that same palette, and that one is in the color Golden Rose. I have to say I was not that impressed with the highlight in this palette. I know sometimes these little travel palettes don't quite have the same quality as brands' kind of more full-size products, and I definitely didn't think that this had amazing highlighting power. It wasn't terrible, but it was definitely, I probably have a lot of drugstore highlighters that I think are better. A quick lash curl, and then I'm going to go in and apply just a couple of coats of one of my very favorite mascaras, the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. Everyone's talking about this mascara, and I think for good reason. I mean, you can see it on my lashes, it looks amazing. Then I'm taking the Milani lip pencil in the color 04 All Natural. I love this lip pencil. I've been using this almost every day for the past couple of weeks since I got it, and it really is just the perfect color, the perfect consistency. It's just very easy to use if you find lip liners can be a bit tricky. And then I'm taking my very favorite drugstore lipstick, one of my favorites, 240 from Covergirl. And that is the finished look. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button before you leave. And let's just take a moment and admire this adorable little girl, my little helper today. She looks just like her mommy. Oh yes. Alright you guys, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.